Alright, hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Jersey vlog series here on New Esports. Let's get straight into it. Another 10 shirts. A lot from England today. Doncaster Rovers FC from League 1, I'm going to say. They've been up and down over the last couple of seasons. Not really a big club, it must be said, but Doncaster, I think, is more of a rugby town if I'm not mistaken, but as you can see, it's got the it's a bit of a rugby-ish sort of pattern, union, not league. Interesting logo on this one, but apart from that, it's pretty unexciting. I got this cheap. It was last season's home kit, I believe. Yes, very thick material, which is a bit strange. Also a bit rugby union-ish. Oldham Athletic. Not sure how far Oldham is from Doncaster. I should probably look that up after the video. Again, League 1, this team. I'm not sure about Doncaster. I think they might be League 2. But anyway, Oldham is League 1, definitely. The Owls, probably not the Owls. They're probably some sort of other word for owl. I don't know. Not a bad shirt, but pretty basic. I don't know. I just feel like it's not great, but it's still, you know. My goal is to get every team in the Football League, and this is another team in the Football League. 1895, Oldham Athletic, founded. I don't think they've ever been to the top flight. I could be wrong, but you know, it's not a bad design, but it's again pretty basic. This one, anything but basic. West Ham United away kit from the 2015-16 season, the last season at Upton Park, the Boiling Ground, of course. So it's obviously got that detail there, and it's got this interesting sort of stripy pattern out of that colour, claret. Apart from that, the blue, I think, is unnecessarily bright, but it's a classy shirt. You got the Boiling Ground tribute on the back, and I tell you what, ever since they left that Upton Park, they have not been the same. A lot of identity at that ground, and you just don't get the same at the London Stadium, the Olympic Stadium. I miss Upton Park, miss watching games on TV there. Up next, the Jets home kit from 2015-16 and indeed 16-17, although they changed to Ledman as the sponsor, they did keep the same jersey. I didn't mind this one too much. The new one's still sort of growing on me. The home kit will obviously be debuted tomorrow as we're speaking against Perth Glory. The home kit, the away kit last week down at the Central Coast, so we'll just put that up in a frame and get O'Donovan on the back because that's just historic now. But yeah, I like this gold. You know, the new gold this year on the away strip, on the home strip, and that horrible gold jersey. It just looks an awful shade of gold, and you know, you can't stuff up the Jets shade of gold because it is so integral in the different word. It's so important to the club's history. Up next, it's probably funny that I pulled this one out. The USA away kit from the 2014 World Cup. I don't know how that happened during the week. The CONCACAF qualifiers, just outrageous to not have the might of America in a World Cup. Particularly how easy those groups are. 6 teams, top 3 go through, the 4th go to a qualifier. It's almost like missing the A-League playoffs for 6 or 7 years straight. I don't know how they missed out on that. This kit, the home kit, ever since they went with just the white, looks a bit too much like England, but this is good. This is, nothing says America more than red, white and blue, but I guess it should be red, white and blue, not blue, white and red, but a little detail to complain about. Another local shirt, Broadmeadow Magic, first local shirt I got actually. Obviously the first club I started to go watch, and they started selling these right before they played in the 2013 grand final against the Jaffers, 4-1 if you don't mind. Still that was an outrageous day there, that grand final, probably still the biggest crowd to a grand final since then. Don't mind this shirt from that year. It's got the weird pattern on the back, it's got on the front and the back, it's got the logo on the back as well. Again, this is just a supporter shirt, so you don't have sharp electronics, you don't have the, I guess back then it would have been the NBN State League logo, and you don't have a number on the back, if it's a bit of a shame. Scotland, again, another country that haven't made the World Cup. If anyone happens to show this to Graham Moore, I don't think he'll like that comment, but the Scottish missing out on the World Cup, I forget how they did it. I can only remember Ireland and Wales. I forget how Scotland missed out. Drawing with Slovenia or Slovakia or something, I don't know. This is a really nice shirt. This is one of my favourite international shirts. It's got this sort of pattern, as you can see in the light there. Real Scottish sort of looking shirt. The colours just, it is Scotland. That is Scotland's colours right there. They've had some awful away kits over the years. The pink and yellow, pink for one. But yeah, this is classic Scotland shirt, and you will not see them in Russia next year. Up next, Manchester City, 13-14 home kit. I'm a City fan, I've got a lot of City shirts, so there are a lot of City shirts to go through. This one I don't mind too much. The last jersey, I believe, with maybe the second last jersey with the old logo. Still got the old Barclays Premier League. Edin Dzeko on the back, who has left. Funny enough, it's a lot of these names on these Man City shirts are starting to peel off. Yaya Toure and company and all that. But the one player that's not there anymore, Dzeko, his name is still firmly on the shirt. But it's a bit basic, and that's probably what you'd expect from a Man City home kit. They don't really change drastically too much. Up next, another Premier League shirt from that same season, Tottenham's away kit. This is a large, so it's a little bit big, but I have worn it because I really like that sort of, I don't think you can see it, but it's just an interesting design, pattern, sort of a bit 90s-ish. And for those who don't know what Premier League shirts look like in the 90s, pretty crazy, especially the early 90s. HP, the sponsor, I liked it that year how they kept changing the HP colour to suit the Under Armour and Tottenham's cock on a ball logo. On the back we have Jan Vertonghen. I only got that, I really like the name Vertonghen. Just like the Arsenal shirt that I showed a few weeks ago with Mertesacker on the back, I just like getting outrageous names so people who don't know football will be, what the hell's a Mertesacker, you know? That's the idea of it. Last shirt for today, episode 7, comes from Turkey, actually. I got this pretty cheap. It's a few years old. It's Besiktas from the Turkish Super League from 2013. It has their special 110-year anniversary logo, Toyota all white, which I really like. The actual material is pretty flimsy, like I could probably rip this with my bare hands almost. It's not the greatest material. I haven't worn it yet. Maybe to Cooks Hill next year. It's a bit Cooks Hill looking. This would be a very good Cooks Hill away kit, all white on the back, black and white on the front, bit Collingwoodish. Not sure if they'd allow it, but I wouldn't mind seeing that. not a bad shirt to end with. My favourite shirt of the lot is the one I got on. I don't know if I've gone through it yet, but I probably will in a different episode. That has been episode 7. I will see you in episode 8.